This is Tara Sullivan. If you've reached me, this is a channel about my cross stitch, Sully Stitches. I'm Sully Stitches here and on Instagram. I like to post my progress, some progress on Instagram as well too, which is always fun. It's been a while since I've last talked to you guys. I think it was the middle of October, and I can't believe it. We're almost at Thanksgiving. So it's been hectic, busy, but that's okay. So this is Floss tube number 28. And today is November 21st, 2025. So hope everyone's doing well. I hope the holidays are treating you good. They're good here. As you can see, my craft room's a little messy right now. I was supposed to have someone come and do some work, do some drywall kind of fixes in my craft room, and unfortunately he has not been able to get here yet. So kind of destroyed everything, took everything down, and haven't put up anything since then. So ignore my ugly background. It'll be fixed one day. So I've been in the throes of trying to do Christmas decorations as well. I normally take the week off between the week after Thanksgiving off and really dedicate the time there to do the Christmas decoration. We have started a little, me and my mom, we started a little early this year, so that's good. So it won't be so hectic that week, but I do still have a lot of the trees to do and then all the outside. I leave Thanksgiving up out there until at least December 1st or at least the day after Thanksgiving, I try. So let's see. I think I told you guys last time I was here, I hurt my foot or my ankle back when I was in New York. And I've really been having some struggles with it and some pain with it. I finally had an x-ray done. Nothing was broken, but I finally had an ultrasound done on it. And my Achilles into my planters is completely inflamed. And it's just causing a lot of pain. Unfortunately, with the Achilles, I just have to baby it and be very careful with it. A lot of ice. Can't really do any type of steroid shots in it or anything like that. It is what it is. I've been trying to stay off of it, which is great when you're trying to decorate for Christmas. I have stairs, so running up and down the stairs for a week, I didn't even go upstairs. I didn't even come up. My craft room's upstairs. I didn't even go up the stairs. I had some stitching downstairs and been trying to heal that. It's very slow. I don't know. Maybe that's common, but it's really been aggravating me, which I'm not good with. Just resting it and staying off of it. So we shall see. Hopefully it'll heal itself soon. That's what I keep hoping. If not, I'll be referred to an orthopedic to see about it. So I do have some fun stuff to talk about. Like I said, I'm still in the throes of decorating. My family comes here for Thanksgiving and Christmas. I host Thanksgiving dinner. We eat later, so we eat around 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving. And me and my mom kind of cook everything except for the ham and turkey. I just go pick that up now, thank goodness. But we cook all the sides, and it's a lot. We cook a lot. So we do kind of a traditional Southern Thanksgiving, cornbread dressing, and I was laughing at somebody the other day talking about gillet gravy and, mac and cheese. And, it's funny all the different traditions of things that you kind of do, right? I am going to do a corn casserole. Like we make, I don't like, this is probably not the Southern thing, but we do like homemade cream style corn. Not out of a can, but like you cut the corn off and it's going to be the craziest story if I tell it. People who do it know you kind of cut the corn off and then you kind of, we call it milk the corn. You kind of take your knife blade and run it through, and then, you put butter and sugar in it because corn's not bad enough for you. But it's delicious. So we do that. but I wanted to make a corn casserole. I've never done that, so we're gonna add that. But we do everything else, like, it's delicious. It's very good. My mom cooks most of it. I just kind of make a mess and clean it up and take care of whatever she needs me to do so we can have the dinner. So we do that, and then I always host Christmas Eve here as well. So we have the whole family over for Christmas Eve too. We do different things. I think last year I did a baked potato bar. It was really popular, so I'll probably do that again this year. But who knows? It's a long way away. That's how I look at it. Work has been working. It's been very busy. I was off today, and I think I worked about 5 hours. So, not how you want to take vacation for sure. It's just a lot going on. It's just busy. It's just that time of the year. Usually in IT, the funny thing about IT is, we save a lot of our holidays for for the holidays, right? We save a lot of it because we have projects going on all through the year, and unfortunately, it usually it calms down around the holidays. But I don't know this year if that's going to be the case. But I'll get through it. I've been working a long time. Been working in IT a long time. That's why I got these like bags under my eyes. Makes you makes you old. But it's okay. No one wants to hear about work. That's not what we're here for, right? So let's see what else. I have no trips coming up until February of next year. February, I am going to Stitch South in Decatur, Alabama. I think that's right. I thought it was Decatur, Georgia at first, but I think it's Decatur, Alabama. But it's hosted by Chrissy of Floss, Boston Cousins, and her good friend. She calls her Holly Hope. I guess it's okay for me to call her that too. So I know Holly has started a new business, Pish Posh on Parade. She has a lot of cute like accessories and stuff, so check that out. Just go watch Chrissy and the cousins, Floss Boston Cousins, and that'll tell you everything you need to know. I'll probably mess it up if I try. But let's see. Okay, so right after the video, let me do this first. So I do have a couple of fully finished things. I received a few things back from Jan, in the comment box below, I put who does my finishing for me. I am not a finisher. It's not a skill set that I have. Maybe one day, but who knows? But right now, it's not a skill set I have. And I have two finishers, and they just do a lovely job. I use Faye Rigsby, and then I use Jan from Keepsake. So, again, all their information, how to reach them, is always in my comment box. But the first one is, for last year for the Super Bowl, I did the stand-up bowl. It was a lot of fun. We had a good time with it. But when I did that, I did Millie. So I chose Millie. This is Millie, right? I'm calling her Millie. Anyway, had Jan finish her for me, just in the traditional kind of way that Stacy finished. I haven't tied the little bottle brush tree and the ribbon around it yet, but I mean, look how cute in the hat. It's just adorable. And then that's the back. But I haven't had any of the animal crackers fully finished, so I'm so happy to have this one finally. It's been a long time coming because I did it in February. But I mean, I hadn't sent it to them yet, so, but yeah. And then she finished, this is a preschooler, and I just asked for an ornament because I have a small ornament tree here in my craft room. It's about a 4-foot tree, and it's so cute. This is in one of the books that had like multiple Santas in it. And then this one. So this is the Woolly U. Always have to think about it. The Woolly U. And this is Winter's Night. And I had her finish this one in an ornament as well. Love it. Love the rusty bells with the Theresa Kogut fabric on the back. So cute. Can't wait to add those to my tree. So those are small fully finishes that I got back. And then she's so sweet. She makes these little scissor holders. How cute are they? And she sent me one. So I have a Halloween one, so I'm glad I have a Christmas one now. So thank you, Jan. I appreciate it. I mean, if you watch. So that's really cute. And then right after that, well, I think right after I'm trying to get ahead of myself. So I did get a few pieces back from the framers, and I'm sorry for the glare. Today is just not the right. This timing is not ever good to film, but so this one was my birthday sow. This was With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais, a daily reminder. And I tell you, I did not like what I chose for fabric. I didn't like anything about this piece that I did. It was what I did. It's what I chose. But now it's hard to see because of the glare. But now that I have it framed, I am really happy with it. My good friend Charlotte took this to the framer for me. We picked a white frame at first, and then she went back and did copper. Because after just thinking about it a little bit, we decided let's give that a try. So I'm very, very happy with that piece. And then I got back Grateful, Thankful, Blessed. This is another With Thy Needle and Thread. I have wanted to do this piece for 100 years. So I'm so glad that I have it done. It's beautiful. I did a really kind of rustic frame on it. I've seen it a lot of different ways. Some traditional framing. I did this kind of beat up, someone's backyard frame. But anyway, it turned out really good. I think the only thing that I did differently was I changed the letters, and I did talk about it when I finished it. I changed the fabric, but I changed the letters, did them the same color as her dress. And then my green's really bright. It's just dot lots, I could have changed it, but so got that. So those are kind of my fully finishes that I've gotten back. I do have 2 that I stitched at the framers right now. I have not gotten them back yet, but hopefully when I, film in December, I will have those back and can show those to you. So right after the last video, I had showed you guys, I was doing, Scarecrow Lane by Theresa Kogut. This was the homespun group exclusive on Facebook. So they are still shipping this pattern out. And I think I saw today, I posted they're getting very close on having this fully shipped. It was extremely popular, and I know why. I love my finish. That's why it's at the framer. I sent it right away via Charlotte. She's so nice. She lives really close to the framer. So got it finished. Cannot wait to show you guys. I did a pretty large frame for it. I think it's going to turn out really pretty. So I love this piece. And like I said, it was a ton of fun. So I finished that up. I'm sorry I don't have that to show you. And then again, then after that, I had done a lot, so this summer I did Spooky Summer. So I did a lot of fall and Halloween pieces during that time. And I started the first day of summer and worked to the end of summer. And I think I finished over 15 pieces. So I'm normally an in-season kind of stitcher, but I've been trying to get where I kind of work ahead. We'll see. That doesn't mean anything to anybody or me, but we'll see if I can kind of keep up that trend because I really kind of enjoyed it. Now, Christmas, I'll probably go straight through for Christmas just the whole way. I feel like Christmas is one of the shortest seasons to stitch in. I have a lot of time. I'll have some time off during Christmas and I'll do a lot of smalls. So that's always kind of been fun to kind of end of the year, just do a bunch of smalls, have a good time. But I think this year I've been working on some larger Christmas pieces. And even though it's a short time frame, I love them. I love having them out. They just make me very happy. I say all the time I'm not going to do as much seasonal stitching, and that's what I do. So we'll see if that ever, it might change, who knows. So anyway, so all that to say that Sarah Elizabeth Stitches, she had this great stitch along that I loved. It was a back to the ball sow. So a lot of people know the Jingle Ball is an event held by Lindy Stitches. If you need any information on that, look at her Instagram, follow her shop, go to her website. She has information galore on the Jingle Ball. The Jingle Ball, I don't know how many years it's been, but I've been every year. And it really, it's been great. It just gets better. Like it's the work that they do, the designers' work. It's a lot of fun and very reasonably priced. So she hosted the Back to the Ball Sow because, like all of us, right? We have things that we have purchased that we have not gotten around to or had time to stitch. That's another part of this hobby, right? Or at least it is for me. So she hosted that. And so I decided to join and do that. And I picked Theresa Kogut's Up on the Housetop. So that was this one. I did finish it. It's at the framer as well. So those are the two pieces I have at the framer. I do have a picture of it fully finished on my Instagram, Sully Stitches, if you'd like to see it. And I did this on 40 count Dolly Madison. It is stinking adorable. This house was one of the fun. It was just so much fun. I loved every minute of stitching this house. So highly recommend that. And all these have come out now. Theresa released these, I believe, in October. They should be in shops, or shops are getting them. I'm sure they're extremely popular. So again, just like anything with Theresa, just, be patient. We got plenty to work on. So Up on the Housetop. And then I was like, whoa, that was fun. So I did, right before that, I did a half birthday start. So my birthday is April the 6th, and a lot of you guys have joined me for my birthday in the past, so thank you. I had a big birthday this year, so I had a friend, a stitcher actually recommended, well, why don't you just do a half birthday too? And I was like, well, I love October, so let's do a fall half birthday start. So what I chose, because I had this kitted up forever, was Merry Autumn Pin Keep by Stacy Nash. Now, I kind of a failure at my birthdays. I did the same thing with a daily reminder. Vibrant Flower. So the first time I ever did a birthday start was Vibrant Flowers by Kathy Barrick. And man, I blew through that one. That one didn't give me any trouble at all, but I don't know. I think it's just because I started Christmas stitching so early and I was having fun. But this will be great to go back into in those like dead months of January, February, they're not, you know what I mean? They're winter. I shouldn't say dead months, but anyway, so I will go back to this and definitely get this finished. It is very cute. And of course, I don't have a board because I forget it every time and it's across the room. I really do try to prepare. And so this one is in this cute Como Stitches bag from Jess. I think I got this one last fall, I believe. It's so cute. This is her mini size project bag. And this is my progress. So I'm doing this on 40 count orphan linen from Needle and Flax when Needle and Flax offered the orphans. So I think this is orphan medium, I believe. But it's really cute. It's turning out cute. I was like, I'll leave the house for filling when I have stitch day. I didn't do that. So anyway, so I did that. And then I was like, okay, well, let's go do some Christmas. So I was talking with my friend Lisa, And she was like, well, why don't you just do like Kogut Stitchmas as your hashtag? And I was like, why not? So I'm obsessed. It's been a lot of fun. So what I did next was this one, which is Theresa Kogut Home for Christmas. And I did this one on 40 count needle and flax Hemingway. And the sad part about this, so had it, kitted it up, going through stash, had it, kitted up. You know, I think it's all DMC though, so at least you can use it again. But I think I'm gonna offer this as a giveaway today. So might as well just do it now. So in your comment, just put Christmas, and I will draw the next time I record. But you know, anyway. So hopefully someone will enjoy that. I love that pattern. And again, that one I don't know if that one was already released or was released this year. I can't remember. But it's very cute. So I will show you my finish of that. I did not stitch the Home for Christmas piece of it. I was going back and forth. Did I want to stitch the bottom, the Home for Christmas, or not? So where is it? There it is. So this is my finish of it. So he is so adorable with a giant Santa. And then what I did is I just did some checkerboard along the bottom of two colors that were in it. I think I used like the gold that the gold that the box called for, and then I just did one of the kind of khakis that's in his like coat, I believe. I can look for sure if anybody cares, but I did this on 40 count needle and flax Hemingway, and it is adorable. I cannot wait to get it to the framer and get that one framed as well. I will be framing this one. And then I was like, okay, what's next? I did have, I've talked about this before. A lot of times I'll work on a small, if it's work for lunch or if I get a lunch, which has been rare. I'll work for lunch, or if it's if the day's been long, I'll sometimes just pull out the small and work on the small. It's not that smalls are easier. It's just sometimes just, something. But then this was another Jingle Ball release, I believe. This was a heartstring samplery, Repeat the Sounding Joy. I think she's done 3 of these. But I've discussed it before. I kind of want to, Lori Holt last year showed her green Christmas bowl. And I kind of want to do that same concept of just having some green. So what I did was I stitched this one. In this, I used a Color and Cotton Evergreen. And someone was so kind, she sent me one just in case I needed one. So I have it over there. I'll thank her properly in a second. But again, Repeat the Sounding Joy. I think it turned out really cute. And then my last finish was another Theresa Kogut. This one is Holiday Stroll by Theresa Kogut. I know this one just came out. It is so adorable. The only change I made is I was stitching along and having a good time with his coat, and I went right over the top of that cat's head. And so I just kept going and made the pocket. I did change the color of the pocket because of my reds were kind of similar. You see Teresa's got great variegation in this photo, but mine were pretty, I mean, they were kind of, but it was kind of hard to see too. So I did change the coat, and I changed it to December 2025 since I'm a day late. But I did this on 40 count needle and flax Steinbeck. If you need anything red with reds and greens, probably any color, but with reds and greens, I tell you, get some Steinbeck. I love how this turned out. So I did show this on my Instagram as well. As you can see, I changed the color of his pocket, of his, I just made it the beige color that was in the rest of his coat. So cute. So I love that one. So that was a lot of fun. Those have kind of been all my finishes. I do have a couple starts that I'll talk about now. So the first one is I am doing, and I should have it. So this is in another Just Como Stitches bag. I am doing, for the Jingle Ball, I'm probably doing other ones too, but I am doing, I was trying to get this one done before class. Other stuff I'd probably send away for finishing, but I know, but I really wanted to take this class. This is a Hello from Liz Matthews. This is the Snow Globe class that she's doing. And I didn't do it kitted. I just did the PDF. But I think she may have kits. I don't know for sure. But I chose the Cardinal. So she recommends like a 32 count white fabric. Probably look better with the snow and stuff, I would say. But anyway, 32 count white fabric with 2 threads over 2. So I don't mention it a lot, guys, but I am a 1 thread over 2 linen strands stitcher, because I usually stitch on a 36 or a 40 or a 46. I stitch on that higher count. It's just something I've gotten in the habit of doing, right? So I was like, but the funny thing was, I was like, I don't know if I have any 32 count white. So I was digging through stash, and it's kind of funny. Fabric Flare, which I believe is like a printed even weave. They print the color on one side, but it's white on the back. So I made it work. I didn't really want to go buy, anything, but it actually was very fun. And I'll tell you another story, but it's actually very fun stitching 2 threads on 32 count even weave. I really like how the colors are just so vibrant on it. And so I finished the Cardinal. I just started this week, and this has kind of been my lunch project. And then I've started on the 25th that goes with it. So I'll have that, and then I'll have a little leaf, and then like a larger leaf branch that is like 4 pieces for this one. So I think that's really cute. I think it turned out really cute. So I'm enjoying that, and I'm excited to take the class, and hopefully I'm not a good finisher, so I'm hoping to goodness I can finish. I have like it's hilarious. I've been walking around with my coffee stirrers in my bags. I don't lose them. So, anyway, so we have that. And then, again, I'm on a Theresa Kogut kick. I think I've already mentioned that. I'm sure you guys are probably tired of hearing that. And I started another Santa. So Nicole Spohr for her birthday has decided to do Blue Coat Santa, which has just been released by Theresa Kogut as well. Very popular Santa. I have not stitched him, and I'll tell you why I have not stitched him in a little bit when we talk about haul and our plans or things I might be doing. And he's gorgeous. He's beautiful. But it was funny. I was like, okay, so I wanted to stitch one for her birthday start. I don't know that I'll finish it as a stand-up. Again, I'm not very talented when it comes to that, but I might have it finished as a stand-up. I'm not sure, or I might frame it. But I wanted to do the woodland Santa. So Theresa came out. She sent out like a free email pattern to sign up for her newsletter last Christmas, I believe. And I got it right away, and I was going to start it, and I loved it, and I was so excited, and I was stitching and stitching and stitching and stitching. I used the wrong color for the coat. So I'll show you guys the pattern. So this is in a Starry Owl stitchery bag with a Theresa Kogut fabric. I think this is up on the housetop. Love it. And I tried to avoid that. I tried to avoid the Naughty and Nice fabric. It worked for about 3 days. Okay, so this, I'm sorry, my pattern's crazy, but this is the twice. So I'm stitching Woodland Santa. So again, I was going along. There's some DMC 22 in this. Now, you would think the color of the picture would have been like, those poinsettias are probably what you use that red for. But at the time, no. I mean, I was like almost through it. And I was like, I used the wrong color. Because I started to try to fill in the poinsettia. I'm like, well, why is it the same color as... And so I was like, well, I can change the poinsettias, and then I can change it. And I was like, no, I want to stitch it. I love it. I want to stitch it the way it calls for. So this is, I'm not a designer, guys, nor would I claim to be. So this was a make it work. So I did Woodland Santa. And I was like, well, he's got his hand out there. I got to do something. So I just stuck a present in it, and then did some snowflakes and some cardinals and had it framed. It's very cute. It goes, on my stand. It's one of those pieces you can tuck in anywhere. It's adorable. But I think it's going to be a lot cuter once I do it the way it's supposed to be done. So I got this again. I was like, well, stitching on 32 count's fun. Let's do this on 32 count, make it bigger, get it framed, la-di-da, And I worked on it a night, and I went, yeah. I mean, 32 and 28 are gorgeous because you have so much thread. So my problem was, because what I normally don't do is I have all these Theresa Koguts. I've cut the floss for. I put them on bobbins. I'm so prepared. Well, I do the loop method for 2 threads, which a lot of people, you just take your thread, put it in half, and make a loop when you start, right? Well, when you have your thread cut for a single thread, it's very short when you try to do a loop method. So I was like, well, I could go buy all new DMC. And I was like, no. So I did start it on 32 count. This is vintage country mocha, or like I called it the other night, French country mocha, which my friend Rachel was like, that's not a real fabric. But for some reason, that's what was in my head. So this was my start on 32 count. Like I said, I love how vibrant it is and how solid the colors are. I did notice that I think it's because I was starting and stopping so much because of the short thread. When you start a thread, there is like a little bit of a difference in the pattern, right? Like, so I think because of that, and maybe because I just wasn't taking enough time, my stitches were a little, they weren't laying as good as I would like. So, I was like, yeah, I want to do it again. I will do it again. And again, I'm not saying that 40 is better than, and 36 is better than 32 and 28. Because again, the color saturation is so much better. But for me, the way I stitch and the way I'm a poke and stabber. I don't sew. I'm making that sew motion, but I don't sew, but I poke and stab in hand. And I don't think I've had enough practice doing this because it's been a while, right? So I'm gonna attempt it again because like I said, I loved it. But all of that to say that I did start it again the next night. And I'm doing this on 36 count Duxbury linen by Fox and Rabbit. Again, 36 count Duxbury by Fox and Rabbit. And this is my progress so far. I mean, look at these sweet faces. So that is my progress. And I cannot wait to get further on him. Oh, I love the brown coat. I know some people are like, nah, I like the traditional colors, but I love how Theresa does different colored coats. So that is that's all my progress. So I do have, like I said, I've like kitted up tons of different Theresa Koguts because she uses some of the same threads, some different threads. So I was like, well, let's just kit it and then I'll have it. And then I do have in here as well, let's see, this one, which I think was her freebie at Jingle Ball last year. I cannot remember, but it's Our Favorite Elf. He is so cute. So I have him too. So I'd like to stitch him. And then I cannot remember who it was. Oh, God. I don't know why God made me so bad with names, but I tell you, it's a problem. I can't remember ATM pin sometimes either, but names are really tough for me. Finished it on Instagram. Green Coat Santa. She did it on this like charcoal color and finished it into one of like, you know how Crosshatch Christy has done like the hanging bags for things and then put some like berry picks in it. Oh, it was so cute. She finished this one. She didn't do the black frame around it, of course. She just did the Santa. But man, I was like, yep, green coat. Look, I mean, again, this is ridiculous. So I have him here because that was a Patreon chart. And then I have him here because, you know, this book has so many great Santas in it, though. So I sometimes do a little flip through. So top hat for Jack. I know there's a Sal for that right now, too. Again, green coats in here. This one's Santa's Big Bouquet. Love that one too. I could stitch this whole book. If I had nothing but unlimited time, I would. Like, has this guy came out? Oh, I can't show it because it's got... Oh, let's see. Can I show it like that? Has that guy came out? Somebody tell me. Because I want to stitch him. And if not, Theresa. I don't know if Theresa watches me either. Let's see. It's probably in this book. Like, I'm going to be like such a dummy. I did kit up this one as well. Right, Jolly Old Elf. Love him. Oh my God. He might be him or our favorite elf. It's gonna our green coat is gonna be my next. This one is S Claus. Love him. I want 1,000,000 hours in a day. I can't remember who said it the other day, but somebody was talking on a video and they're like, it might have been Two Needles Pulling Thread, Kathy and Missy, but I don't know for sure. Somebody was saying, you know, aren't we so lucky to live where we have so many choices and such great patterns? And I was like, absolutely. And that might not be them. But Dear Santa. I mean, this whole book. If you don't got this book, go get it. Let's see. A Lot Like Christmas. And I think that's the last one. So luckily that one wasn't in the book. So those are kind of the ones that I have kitted up ready to go. I don't know how long I'll go or how many I'll do, but I like kind of like I did this with, and I've seen a lot of people do this. It's not my idea by no means, but I have seen a lot of people kind of take, like with I needle and thread fall pieces and put them all on a ring and put them all in a bag together, because a lot of times, designers kind of have favorite colors and for their, pieces. And it's kind of a great way to, and again, there's two of these rings and then the fancy floss, so it's a lot of thread, but I really like having them kind of just ready to go, and you can just grab fabric and pick whichever one you want. So that is a lot of fun. Let's see. That is all what I've been working on. God, I can't believe how blank my walls are. Let's see. So I know I have some haul, and I have some, I'm going to say how long it is. I have all of I don't think you can see it. I have all of my Christmas smalls that have been fully finished in a chair behind me that I think I'm going to try to show today. I don't know all the names and all the colors. I can always find it if you need it. But anyway, so just a couple things before I do kind of cut this one clean up and then get my haul on those pieces is I have been watching a good bit of Floss Tube. So I haven't mentioned them in a while, so I thought I would do that. I kind of always watch Crosshouse Quilts, Salt Bush. Guess I'm in a Fox and a Rabbit salt box. I don't edit, so that's your new name, Carol. Brenda and Laura, the serial starter. I always watch Two Needles Pulling Thread. Have a lot of fun with them. Needle and Flax. She is doing Patreon videos now a lot. I love her Patreon. It's been so much fun. I watch Shady Grove Stitcher, and let's see, I watched Red Velvet, Sable Stitcher, Jordan the Tattoo Stitcher, Lizzie the Stitcher, Stitching Gem, I'm a Stitch Nerd, Cozy Egg. I watched too many. Count on Linens, Nicole, I cannot say your name today. I'm sorry, Nicole Spohr. Stitching Linda, and finally a Farm Girl. They're doing Theresa Kogut Sal as well. Stitch Any Santa. I don't know if I had any left, I would join them. I just went through the whole book. Snug Harbor, Lori Holt, Holly Jones, Mrs. Jones Stitches. For TV, I've watched some really good shows. I can't remember more than a week and a half, but I watched The Beast in Me on Netflix. I really enjoyed that. I watched a documentary, Eddie Murphy. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I kind of come up through all that Raw and Delirious, and when he was, doing kind of stand up. So it was fun. Death by Lightning. That was really good. That was, really good. And then on Apple TV, I've been watching Down Cemetery Road and Plaburis. I can hardly speak as it is, and then they're going to give me a name like that. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. I mean, it's weird, but it's really good. And then I watched Frankenstein. I got really good reviews. If you're bored, watch it. I think they did a good job. That's all I'll say about it. And that's kind of everything I've been watching. So let me get cleaned up. I will be back. I do have a little bit of haul that I was going to share with you guys. So as I mentioned before, Carol Hardage reached out. She's always so nice. She's from Decatur. I was talking about Decatur earlier. She reached out. She had some of the Color and Cotton Evergreen. So thank you, Carol. I so appreciate it. She's always so kind. Like everything I post, so sweet. And then sent me this little angel, which is so cute. So thank you, Carol. I appreciate that. I didn't have to use it actually, but that kind of helps me for if I have one more. And then from Rachel, Needle and Flax, I did get the new the Alcott, which it's so bright in here, guys. It's not really picking it up, but it is beautiful color. Great neutral. Alcott is what, I did 40 count, but that is what the new Brenda Gervais bells are ringing is on. So, and I never had Alcott, so I was excited to get it. So that's wonderful. And then from Rachel, I got the other ones as well. Oh, God. I dropped one. Timber. So everybody's seen these. Winter Trio. Love it. Snowman. Not like I've never done this before. And then Sweater Weather. So those are the ones I got. And I got those from Rachel's shop. And then I did order another piece of 40 count Hawthorne, because you can never have enough. So I have that. And then this is what I was talking about earlier. So when Nicole Spohr, she's doing Blue Coat Santa for her birthday sow. But I love this stocking. Love, love, love. Love, love, love. And the Santa is really similar to Blue Coat, right? He's green, but very similar, like, layout and design. So I really want to stitch this, and it's on Hawthorne. So I have it all kind of laying together. I love this piece. It's done on 40 count. So, which is what I have. And then, as I mentioned, I kind of bought some of that Naughty and Nice line, again, to put on the backing of this. Oof, that's a big stocking. What size is that? It is 169 by 455. Yeah. Yeah, okay. That'll be a 5-year project. And then if this is, let me do this first. So I did order, I order planners. I've shown the other one. This is a different size. They're all Pride and Prejudice themed this year. So I did the Laurel Denise planner. This is the portrait week and month planner. And then they had this great, like, zipper pouch. I was going to put, like, my whiteout and my pens in. Maybe any stickers, but I'm going to give this one a try. This is the small one. So they have a full month, but then they have weeklies at the bottom. So you can see the week. So even though the month is smaller, I thought it would be okay because I have the weekly to kind of go down into as well. I usually just did the monthly last time, but I thought I would give this one a try. And I love this pattern in it. So again, this was from Laurel Denise Planner. I'll link it below. Laurel Denise, all one word. And this is the 2026 monthly Monday start. I do a Monday start to my weeks. So cute. So I'm excited to use that. And then I think I showed this fabric when Rachel and I were at Hobby House, we bought some fabric and I sent it to Jess to get a bag made. So this is her medium size bag. And this is all the, Anne of Green Gables in the books. So I love that. And then I love this Halloween line. So I got a bag made out of that as well. So super cute. And this is a spoiler, so if you do not want to see this, fast forward, look away, don't make eye contact. I'll try not to mention the name of the fabric that came in this, so if you are still listening, you won't hear it. But being in Rachel's Patreon for Needle and Flax, we did get our first monthly, we did get our first subscription box. So she has 2 fabric clubs in the subscription for Patreon. I am in the fat half, 40 count fat half. So she did this lovely like printed box. Really pretty, sturdy box. And then of course, I'm not going to be able to open it. Inside there, you got this great, she gave you this little postcard and this really cool, so the fabric was who it was, after. And so she gave us like this postcard, has the information. So I love how Rachel does the story on her fabrics, and that's the story that's on her fabrics. And then you got this great sticker as well. And then she sent inside this, in the little bag, I broke it all apart. She sent Lancaster Red, which is a great red. Love that one. And then you got this great charm from Lori Holt Charm. I love this one. From Raleigh Blake Designs, Lori Holt. I love a bag charm. And I never buy them, so it's always so wonderful to get them. And then based upon the theme, you got a fat half of the fabric, the 40 count. We all know this is one of my favorites. I love it. So that was the subscription box. Tons of fun. So I was happy to get that. And then, is that everything? That's all my haul. That's everything that I had. Not too bad since it's been over a month and a half. So I was going to do, I pulled out all my Christmas smalls. So I was going to go through those. I don't know the name of the patterns, just designer. If you're dying to find it, message me. I can always help. So I just started to run through these really quick. These are all the Christmas smalls that I have. So this is a little Stacy Nash drum. I got this as a kit from Country Sampler. And it says Merry Christmas on it. And then it's just the linen on the bottom as well. Love that finish. So that's Stacy Nash. This is Hobby House Press Dasher. It's a bit larger pillow, but love it. Then it's quilted on the back. Love the little piece on her charm. So these were little Stacy Nash as well. They're not really Christmas, but I think they were like called Christmas, but it's like a little 3-pack. I probably should have got these finished like flatter so they could stack on top of each other, but they're so cute. So you have that one, you have this one, and then you have this one. And this came as a kit, I believe, as well, with the fabric on the back and the little pom-pom trim. I think I got that from Country Sampler too. So cute though. The next is a Brenda Gervais, Joy and Good Cheer. A lot of people had this one or stitched this one. It just has the linen rickrack, and then that's the back. These are so cute. These are Wood That Needle. Nope. Not Forgotten Farm. These are, a lot of people have stitched these. I had them made into ornaments for my little tree that I have up here in my bonus room. So Mr. and Miss Claus. They're so cute. A little ruffled ribbon. And that's on the back. With a little plaid bow. A little jingle bell. And I love the pilgrims that she's come out with too. This is with a needle and thread. This is over 1. So drop it. And oh, that's the back, sorry. So these are by Mojo Stitches. I think Mary and Bright. These again were a kit from Country Sampler, I believe. So cute. This is Primrose Cottage. This is Quaker Christmas. I love this. If I hadn't stitched it, I would stitch it in green for my green bowl, but I don't know if I could stitch it again. We all know how I feel about Quakers. Love them stitched. Just don't love stitching them. My brain goes the wrong way. So, Quaker Christmas. Of course, that's Faye. The back pocket. Love that. This is Plum Street Cardinal Row. There's 2 colorways to this that she gave us. I don't know which one I did, but Cardinal Row. This one I've showed before. This is what I did for one of my green starts. This is on the Color and Cotton Evergreen. So this is Carriage House Quaker Christmas. Love that one. And that's the back. These are tiny and so adorable. This is Heart in Hand Mary. Again, I actually hanged it on a picture frame last year, but I'll probably hang them on my tree this year. But that's Heart in Hand Mary and Fa La La. How cute are they? I definitely got this as a kit from Country Sampler, and I think this is a la-di-da, and she had done it on red fabric, but they changed the colors. I love this piece. It's got a little bit of metallic thread in it. Doesn't really pick up on camera, but it's so cute. And that's the back. Love that one. This one is another la-di-da. This is, a lot of people have seen this. This is Anne Rudolph, I think. I stitched it just with the called for colors and then did the Anne Rudolph. And had it finished into a pillow. Super cute. This is a with thy needle and thread. This is done on 46 count. How cute is he? And I've somehow messed up my bow a little bit, but that's okay. And that's the back. Just a little bit of homespun. This, I cannot remember the designer. I can see the front of the pattern, but I cannot remember. This was a definitely Country Sampler kit as well. Merriest Yuletide. Love this one. It's quilted on the back. I love that. This is definitely a Jan. I love when Jan does this. She does quilting on the back. But how cute is that? Another kit from Country Sampler. Not Forgotten Farm? Maybe. Don't hold me to that. This one, my good friend Jen stitched me. This goes on my tree. These have been released now by Colorado Cross Stitcher. This is Birds of a Feather. I think this is Black Santa. But that's how she finished it with all the... Love this piece. Another great one. This is a Stacy Nash. I love this. I'm gonna stop saying that. That's the back. Love the little Merry Christmas charm. I should know. Is this Scarlet House? Oh, well. This is Jingle All the Way. Scarlet House, I think. Oh, that ruched ribbon and the little old rusty bow. And man, I love that one. I said I was going to stop saying it, and I didn't. This is a With Thy Needle and Thread. This is a Jan. Because that's the fabric that she used for my scissors. And then the little enamel Santa on the back. How cute is that? A linen rickrack. This is a Not Forgotten Farm S-Claws. And that's the back. I'm running out of room in my basket. This is a hands-on design. Bottle Brush Tree Farm. This was a kit from Country Sampler too, I think. Bottle Brush Tree Farm. And that's the backing and the rickrack they gave us. So, I swear, fuzz everywhere. This is a Stacy Nash. Just a little bit of chenille. And that's the back. And then look at the reindeer charm. So stinking cute. Stacey Nash. This is a wood that I need on thread. It's like a mattress finish. No. Plum Street. My brain misfired again. Sorry. Okay, this is a Theresa Kogut. This was in her Patreon. I think this is maybe one of her ornaments. Love this finish though. Love when the fabric wraps around the pillow. And the charm. And a little pocket on the back with another charm. They get me. All the little touches. This one I love. This was in a magazine. I think it's been released now. This is a Shakespeare's Peddler. I didn't do the wooden buttons at the top or the garland. Ruche ribbing, which we all know I love. And that's the back. These I stitched. These were the first ones I stitched out of the Little Robin Designs. The minis. So this is Mary, Minnie, Joy. Then they have a green one, which is Noel. They all have this on the back. And then this is the two-tone piece. So, peace. Love that one. I always say this one wrong. Somebody's screaming at me right now. I always want to say Mojo Stitches, but I don't think that's right, and I apologize. So I cannot remember right now. Love him, though. And she just did a patriotic one, a patriotic Santa as well. So, God, I wish I remembered. Highly recommend. So cute. That's the back. This is a wood that I need on thread. One of the, I think they finished it in like just the round circle. I had it finished into a drum. Probably picked the wrong fabric for that, but is what it is. This is a Blackbird Designs. Love this one. Big drum. Just a couple more. Another Blackbird design. Frosty's Night Out. I love him. I know a lot of people don't love his big old boots, but I love them. Those boots just crack me up. So cute. Turn it into a drum. And then I have these Stacey Nash. This was a country sampler exclusive. I don't know if it's been released now. And this is how I wish I would have finished the other ones. Just kind of like a beanbag finish. But this is Snowball Fight. So you have this one, which was the kit. And then this one kind of just flops on top of it with the little mittens. So I hope you enjoy those. I know I went through them fast. Sorry, guys. Video is going to be long as it is. Surprised it's not longer. That's really all I had to show today. I'm not going to go through kind of plans. My plans right now are really just to focus on Christmas. Probably more Theresa Kogut Santas, to be honest, than whatever smalls I kind of want to do. I have a few pulled out, but nothing really planned. The only one I say this every year, and I really want to kind of get it done, is this right here. This is an Erica Michaels berry, St. Nick's berry. I love that one. She has this one, and then I have the Home for Holidays one too that I love. So we'll see if I can get to those. That one might be my next small after I finish my Jingle Ball classes. So that's really everything that I have. I hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm sure I'll see you guys before Christmas. I'll show you my framed pieces for Christmas. But thank you for joining me. I know you've seen some of those before, but I like to show them again. So I do have some additions, which is fun. But again, hope everyone has a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope you have time with your family and your friends, and you get to eat all the turkey you want, and and you enjoy the holiday. And if you're taking time off or have time off, hope you get a much needed R&R. I am supposed to be off all starting Wednesday. So Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then the following week. So I usually take I think I already said this, but I usually take the week off between Christmas, the first week of December off, and do a lot of decorating. So we'll see how well that goes. Hopefully, it will not be like today. But anyway, have a very happy holiday, and I'll see you guys soon. And thank you guys always for commenting and liking and subscribing and all the things. You guys really go make so many great comments, and I really try to answer them all. I read them all, and I really appreciate you taking the time to reach out to me and comment. And I hope you guys have a good holiday. Get some stitching in. The hope for all of us, right? Anyway, be good, have fun, and eat turkey. I'll talk to y'all again. Bye.